Alright, it's time for a new death battle. Let's get this over with. It's Kai versus Tahu. I think I pronounced that right. Versus Ninjago versus Bionicle. So that is gonna be interesting. It's a Ninjago matchup, and Bionicle is in death battle. This is both Lego. Bionicle is an old Lego set, I think. Ninjago, I think it's been around for a few years now. 70, yeah, I'm a bit unsure. I haven't really seen a whole lot of either of these two. Well, I've seen a few clips here and there with Ninjago. I used to have a few of the characters as mini figures. I think I have the black guy. I think the one in black, I think it's Cole, I think his name was. And I do have... I think I might have Kai too somewhere. Don't know if they're assembled, but I think I have them somewhere. Never owned a Bionicle though. So they're that. But yeah, I don't really know much about these two characters. I think they're both Fire Fist though. I think that's the whole thing here. As far as I know, Kai is very monsters with so kind of fire-based moves and stuff. Well, I think Cole is more of the ninja guy, I think. Or ninjas, I think. Ninjago. But yeah, so I don't really have much else to say about this one. I'm just sucking here now, all the timers going down. But right now, I think Kai has this one. That's only because I'm more familiar with Ninjago than I am with Bionicle. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So let's go into the battle and see who will win. Alright, we're about to start. 10. Let's go. Kai versus Tahu. Who is going to win? Let's find out. And let's go. Alright, let's go.
Kai versus Tahu.
Who wins in an
that's
all-out
Tahu.
brawl between Ninjago and Bionicle? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, let's go.
The year was 1998 when LEGO introduced us to the world of the Ninja.
Who could forget such classics as Ninpo Big Bat and Ninja Surprise?
The ninja sets has been around for a long time now, apparently.
The LEGO company, in fact. But then, out of the shadows, a decade
Like they've been along for a lot longer than I thought they had.
Remade, rebuilt.
Ninjago!
The story of Ninjago.
So Ninjago really isn't the first time that did ninja stuff. That's interesting to know.
Trying to get by with his sister Nia. Not that he had the patience for his line of work.
Kai's fiery streak couldn't be matched. It happens when your parents mysteriously vanish.
And
I haven't really seen this show myself. Mostly what I know about this is that Clutch Powers appears in the show, as far as I know. As far as I'm pretty sure it was in this show that Clutch Powers appears. You know, the same guy that had his own movie a while back.
And a bit of spilled tea, Kai mastered the special technique of spinjitzu.
I never knew who the other two villains in that movie were. I think they probably planned 2 more movies, but I never saw the light of day, I think, so. But if you see that one scene in the beginning, you know, when they escape from the prison, one of them looked like an alien guy, so I think one of them was an alien.
Resist extreme heat, form protective barriers of flame, and even conjure a fiery rising dragon. Basically shifting his spinjitzu into a more powerful draconic form.
So Kai teamed up with Master Wu's other students, Jay, Cole, and
Yeah, Cole. That was his name. I remember his name correctly. I know I have him, or at least I had him. I don't know if I still have him, but I did use own him.
He's the one who kidnapped Kai's sis. But hey,
But then again,
this should be easy.
I used to own other Lego sets at some point in the past too. I think I'll call it the Lego Knights or something, I think they would call the series. We had knights dressed in black, red, green, I think it was, and I think there was a black one, which I think was a black guy or something.
Not putting himself back together like everything is awesome.
Which makes his quest all the more perilous. Long ago, the golden weapons were forged by the first Spinjitzu master to create the continent of Ninjago. Kai eventually gained the Golden Sword of Fire, through which he can channel his elemental power. fire.
So much so that if
Now, I'm curious about how they do the whole
he can use it all for a mega-sized spin burst.
Unfortunately, Kai wasn't the easiest
the
teammate to work
spark
with.
that keeps him alive that we learned about in the Clutch Powers movie. If that's still a thing in these two universes as well.
Whoops.
Yeah, bummer.
No, then
But it
again,
wasn't
they
all
are
bad.
the same.
They
At
got all the
least
golden
Ninjago
weapons.
technically is the
And
same
when
as
his sister rescued, Kai
in
vowed
his
to become a
Clutch
real
Powers movie, so I
elemental
think
master
it
and
might be
prove
still
he
the
wasn't
same,
just
but
hot air.
So
I don't know.
back to training.
Unless they retcon it at some point, which is possible.
Befitting a ninja and a pro gamer, Kai is a master of stealth, can climb any surface, and is incredibly fast.
He's dodged lightning and is even a match with Jay, who can outrun his own elemental dragon.
Which, according to the Ninjago Visual Dictionary, can apparently fly at light speed. Yes, this is an official book.
If that wasn't
Okay,
enough,
nice.
ninja like Cole are so strong they can shake an entire mountain.
So even as a wild child, Kai's team kept him in check across a dozen seasons of blocky ninja action, where, frankly, nothing was off the table.
Who could forget the virtual world season, the time travel season, the ghost season? Really anything that would sell toys.
Meaning, Kai picked up plenty.
You know,
of
and think about it, these guys have
swords,
cars too, I
battling
think.
hurricanes,
I think
a
all of you have the
motorcycle,
cards.
a wingsuit for flight,
I think I have
but
it in my-
swords of fire remained his weapons of choice.
Once, when Garmadon
So wrong.
combined
Well,
the
they
golden
have my
weapons
Pokemon
into
cards
a
in.
mega weapon, Kai and his bros went to the past to get them back. Then pushed themselves to the limit.
I'm pretty sure they
using
have
the
cards.
golden weapons to overload
No,
the
no,
mega
because they
weapon
get them,
with
that's,
so much energy, it exploded into a star.
While this did destroy the golden weapons, creating enough energy to ignite a star is absurd. For a mass to become a star, it must first cross a critical temperature threshold of approximately 4 million degrees Celsius.
And over time, Kai's fire got so strong, he could melt down those same golden weapons.
But no matter how powerful he became, Kai's hot-headedness kept getting in his own way.
Come on.
Yeah, he's a
With his
hot-headed
big
guy.
character energy, he was sure to get the title of Green Ranger, Green Ninja, the one destined to be the leader of the team and take down Garmadon once and for all. Right?
No. Kai was chosen by Master Wu, but that didn't mean he was the chosen one. That honor belonged to the up-and-comer Lloyd, who happened to be Garmadon's son and Wu's nephew.
Typical Nepo,
Whoa,
baby.
okay.
But even if Kai wasn't the chosen one, he
That's
still
deep.
had a big role to play in protecting Lloyd.
In a surprising act of humility, Kai chose to guide Lloyd until he could defeat Garmadon. And the threats just got wilder from there.
But he always rose to the challenge. Kai's defeated Karloff, the Master of Metal, and trained Wildfire, the Master of Heat.
With his teammates, he took down the Great Devourer, a snake goddess that could consume the continent, and Nauticon, a djinn that could lift half of Ninjago's landmass into the sky.
And when these crystal weirdos had him on the ropes, Kai did a jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin to achieve his ultimate power. The
Okay,
Dragon Force.
interesting.
With this, Kai gets a huge boost in power, can fight on par with demonic Onis, and can even harm the Overlord, the source of all evil in the world, who was as strong as the first Spinjitzu master. Remember? The creator of Ninjago itself.
Then, by
Okay, that is
unanimous
that
they
is
summoned
interesting.
The giant golden dragon that obliterated the Overlord. Sayonara, sucker! That's the power of found family and money.
Yeah,
Kai's
lots of
journey took
money.
him far and wide, where he beat the odds time and time again. Because, hothead chosen one or not, within Kai was the fire
Fire!
of a ninja.
Alright, so let's go.
It was the year 2000, and the Lego company was in shambles. Straddled with
Yeah,
debt and risking
so that's when
closure,
Bionicle
they
came,
needed a brand new
basically.
idea to turn things around.
Because they were in shambles.
Something epic. Something that was Lego, but for big kids. Big kids who loved lore. Enter Bionicle.
Bionicle begins on the island of Matanui, when 6 mysterious canisters arrived at the homeland of the biomechanical Matorans.
With help from a weird stone.
Yeah, there's a Bionicle game too, for us I know.
6 very marketable
I think it's on the DS or something.
Toa.
They were Kopaka, Gali, Ohatu, Lua, Unua, and their self-proclaimed leader, Tahu.
Tahu.
What were the Toa? Tahu had no freaking idea. He and the others had no memory of what, who, why, where, all that important stuff. Nothing. Head empty.
But even as an amnesiac hothead, Tahu still wanted to protect the Matorans from a threat lurking behind the scenes.
Lego Sauron! No, wait, not literally. I mean this creepy guy, Makuta, who just loves slaughtering the Matorans with his army of monsters.
Thus, the
Oh.
Tiamata
So if
battled
this
all
guy's
manner of
ever able to
beasts,
coming for that battle. He might have to do it in the army battle way, right?
Oh, fire. Yeah, okay. Even early on, Tahu could shoot fire, set his sword ablaze, melt thousands of tons of sand into glass, and even stop a volcanic eruption. But even more importantly, he surfs on lava. Oh man, that's so cool.
Lava surfing?
Tahu's fire
They did that in
is so
Spy Kids
hot
too.
that it can reportedly
In the
melt
3D
any
one,
known
I'm pretty sure.
substance, anything. And on the rare occasion that his own fire isn't enough, he can absorb flames from his foes and surroundings. But it would take all his might to face Matanui's trials and gather the Konohi masks.
Magic masks that give extra powers, and the Toa scooped up a bunch of them. With his mask of shielding, Tahu can make an energy barrier that blocks all kinds of attacks.
There's also masks of telekinesis, super strength, super speed, and X-ray vision. And from his mentor, Vakama, Tahu gained the Mask of Time.
While its power puts a serious strain on the user, it's worth the risk when it can slow targets to a standstill. Plus,
Yeah, so like a witch time or chaos control, I guess.
As the Toa battled monsters across Matanuwi.
Like the Avoka, a beast that could fire lightning, which Tahu had to dodge multiple times.
But even from the start, Tahu was a lone wolf who preferred going solo, even if it meant leaving his Toa brethren in the dark.
Tahu tried to take on some big bads all by himself, and it went even worse than you think. He lost his power.
So I guess he won't hesitate to betray his friends or teammates if it means to
But Tahu kept
get the job done, basically.
accepting his team as his siblings, overcoming his weaknesses, and rebuilding himself. Literally.
By jumping into a pool of liquefied cyber juice to become the Toa Nuva. Now boasting twin magma swords and later some slick adaptive armor, Tahu can fly and use his fire in new supercharged ways.
He can conjure fire cages, create lava pits, and steal the heat from other living beings. So much so that the process freezes them solid. As the Toa Nuva, Tahu and his team are among the strongest generations of Toa. Just as mighty as a much later iteration, the Toa Inika,
who defeated Umbra, a living beam of light. It was tough, but with some clever thinking and a mirror trap, they used Umbra's own super speed against him.
But perhaps Tahu's most impressive ability is the Forbidden Technique. The move
what makes it forbidden?
Because the absolute annihilation that it causes is unforgivable.
The Nova Blast!
Using all of his elemental energy at once, Tahu can unleash a blast so powerful that it can potentially destroy all of Matanuwi. Not Matanuwi the island, oh no, Matanuwi is also the planet. And not just any planet, but a living celestial being that became a planet.
Oh boy, here we go.
Alright, so there's some celestial stuff in this world too, though, apparently. Just like in Marvel.
Don't even get me started on the shattering of Sphere's magma and the betrayal of the League of Six Kingdoms and...
But more than any physical power, Tahu was learning that a good leader isn't just one who leads, but is willing to be led. And so, he faced Matanui's final trial, the Mask of Light.
The legendary Toa of Light was destined to defeat Makuta and save Matanui. It's obviously gonna be main character Tahu, right? Right?
Of course not. Turns out,
it wasn't.
The Toa of Light was Takua.
Oh yeah, the little guy who opened the capsules at the very beginning.
The Toa were tasked with guiding this new member, something Tahu found surprising, but ultimately accepted for the good of the group.
Good thing too, because they needed to be a solid team when they finally learned their true purpose. The whole reason they were built in the first place, waking up God.
Long ago, the great spirit Matanui charted the depths of space until the Makuta Pterodax poisoned Matanui like a cancer. Tahu and the Toa were meant to act like white blood cells, protecting the heart of Matanui and, should he fall, resurrect him.
Yeah, Makuta Matata's whole plan was to amass an army, hijack Robo-Planet Matanui, and rule the universe. And he actually pulled it off.
But Tahu and his team were ready to fight back, with every generation of Toa joining together to reawaken Matanui.
Then, alongside the Toa of Light, Tahu went on an epic quest for his final toy variant. Upgrade. The Golden Armor. Screw you, Takua. He's getting a gold mask anyway.
This armor not only
I think this guy
power by several hundred magnitudes, but also absorbs the power.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Tahu will be able to beat this guy.
Just in time for all the Toa to come together.
I say Hellions and stuff. That's important to tell that hey, this guy loses. Like it's really dumb or something.
Giant Planet Mech. Oh man, that's awesome.
With his new armor, Tahu annihilated Makuta's forces, destroying the slug-like Krata and taking their powers, like heat vision, quick healing, teleportation, improved accuracy, and disintegration.
And giving Montanui the chance to strike down Makuta for good. Lego God was pretty spent though. But before he took a well-deserved nap, he trusted his final message and the new world to Tahu. I guess he really is the main character.
Tahu led the
I
way
guess
to
it
the
really
Toa,
is.
Matorans, and all the other peoples to create
It
a
must
new
be.
world. One for all Toa to see, shoulder to shoulder, united in duty and bound in destiny. For that is the way of the Bionicle.
Yeah, Tahu's gonna win. I'm pretty sure about that. When you have this power, he destroyed the planet. He's basically the chosen one. They both are chosen one in different ways, but Tahu managed to fight up against a guy who's like a little god, I think they said it was. Yeah, and then they have this power where they can destroy the whole planet. Kai has something similar, I think, if I remember correctly, where he destroyed something powerful. I don't remember what on the top of my head. Yeah, I think Tahu definitely beats him in the power. He might actually beat him in experience too. So yeah, I think it definitely defeat Kai in experience as well. But Kai's biggest weakness, I think they said, was his temper, or his, yeah, something like that. Or he's a bit short-headed or hot-headed or whatever they call it. So however they describe it, I mean. So yeah, Kai seems great. He's powerful in some way. He seems like a great ninja. You have to keep on the team members, you know, like Cole and no, there's, I don't remember the name of the blue guy. I think it was, who had a lightning power and stuff. I think Cole's earthquakes or whatever it was. But Tahu just seems like yeah, I think this is gonna be Tahu. I mean, I'd be really surprised though if it turns out to not. If Kai turns out to have some secret stuff up his sleeve that they didn't mention, or Tahu has some secret weakness that they didn't mention. Yeah, it's gonna be Tahu. Tahu's gonna win this one. So let's see if I'm right. So Tahu's gonna win this fight. Kai is gonna lose. So let's go.
The battle's about to start, and this time it's sponsored by us.
And how does that work?
Because you can check out even more Death Battle on our website, deathbattle.g.
Set, and we've run.
Listen, we don't have much time. Go to www.deathbattle.gg and sign up for a membership right now.
I hate you.
Alright, let's go.
All right, the combatants are set.
Right.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a stop motion death battle.
Yeah, this one is the stop motion. They did mention that. That felt weird. Do you ever feel like you get the accident stop and you accidentally in the teeth? Feels really it's not good feeling. Ah.
Man, the merge brought some weird ones. Let's see what you can do. Get off this island, pal, or you'll be nothing but hot ash.
Okay. So basically, we are just thrown right into the fight. Oh, his sword broke. Swords broke.
Ninjitsu! I will not break.
Okay, this is a really nicely made stop motion animation.
Another master of fire, huh? Why is it always me?
Oh, nice. Of course.
Time to heat things up. Ninjago!
Yeah, let's go. Bring down your electric power with your dragon wall. Oh, I got the time slot ability. Kai doesn't have anything to counter, I think. Unless I missed something. And a skeleton. I assume that was Kai. Don't know who else it would be, but sure. Oh, you lost your mask. Okay, here comes the surfing. Lava surfing, baby! Oh. What are you gonna do, Kai?
With jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin, that's the way of the ninja!
Of course. Are you going for the sword? Another grid.
United in duty.
You're getting the gold armor now.
Destiny. This is the way of the Bionicle.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow, I am speechless. This animation is so well made. Okay, who will get the final blow?
Now or never.
Are you gonna blow the planets?
Give me.
Yeah, I think it's blowing up the planets.
First time for everything. Full power! Ninjago!
Oh wow. Okay, this stop motion goes very hard. Okay, echoes the final blow, I assume. Yeah, that's one.
Too hot for him.
Alright! I was wrong!
That figure was binned.
This match was not an easy call. Let's build this set by examining their speed, arsenal, and power.
First up, speed. With all that fire spinning around, staying one step ahead was super important. Tahu could dodge Avoca's lightning, but Kai and the rest of the OG ninjas are as quick as dragons that move at light speed.
Meanwhile, the Toa Inika could not keep up with Umbra, a light speed entity. And the Inika are similar in stats to the Toa Nuva.
Tahu definitely got a leg up with that golden armor, but Kai's got way more speed amps, like Rising Dragon, Air Jitsu, and the Dragon Form. Speed goes to Kai.
However,
Alright, I can see
while
that.
Kai was running circles around Tahu, the Toa's arsenal had plenty of counters.
Kai's packing flaming swords, wingsuits, supercars, motorcycles, and even a mech or two. All cool stuff, but Tahu can stop time.
Exactly. With all the Konohi masks plus the Krata powers, the Toa of Fire had plenty of abilities Kai did not have a direct answer for. In theory, the Mask of Time alone could nullify Kai's speed advantage.
Yeah, too bad it hurts real bad to use. Like, really, really bad. Just one use almost took out Vakama. There's a reason why the Toa don't whip this out every time there's a new monster of the week.
So Tahu could not reliably depend on the Mask of Time for a win without serious risk of a self-KO. But he has dozens of other unique powers. The masks of shielding, speed, and strength help him keep up with Kai. Add in golden armor powers like heat vision, quick healing, and improved accuracy, and Tahu has the wider arsenal. A lucky
Yeah, okay, so the last one's Kai then.
Be enough to tip the scale.
If Kai didn't dodge with his way better speed. So this all comes down to power. Firepower! Tahu's best move is the Nova Blast, which can wipe out a planet. But Kai's power created a freaking star. You know, classic ninja move. The Ninja Star!
Well, a star was made, that's been confirmed multiple times, but it was a team effort utilizing all the golden weapons. Kai is clearly not blasting people with the power of a star on a regular basis, but neither is Tahu with the Nova Blast, a move we technically have never actually seen reach planetary levels of destruction, only heard about.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Toei usually battle monsters that can break mountains, like the Borok, while Kai and Co. fight foes who tear apart the entire continent of Ninjago. It's not like Tahu was throwing hands with Super Mecha Makuta. That was Manui's job. Still, the Star and Nova Blasts are their absolute peaks.
A star's gravitational binding energy far exceeds that of a planet's. Even dividing it between the 4 weapons vastly exceeds any of Tahu's best showings.
And hey, Kai's still the one who lit the fire! His own flame can melt the golden weapons, and even this official guidebook confirms they've got the combined power of a star. That's right, Ninjago's got that epic lore too!
Furthermore, Tahu's
Okay, then.
fire can reportedly melt any known substance. Giving benefit of the doubt and taking this literally, the material with the highest known melting point in the universe is tantalum hafnium carbide, an extremely rare compound that NASA likes to test rockets with because it doesn't melt until around 4,000 degrees Celsius. Extremely impressive.
Yeah, but when you're talking stars, melting point kinda goes out the window.
Indeed, initiating stellar fusion requires temperatures in excess of 4 million degrees. Far higher than anything Tahu has generated or survived. Certainly capable of overwhelming him, even with all his defenses.
So the Red Ninja is bringing in a whole lot more firepower.
Okay, I can see why you got to that point.
Tahu's wider arsenal could land a victory.
I mean, there's a key moments there that I probably forgot about, so.
This more often than not.
Kai took fire to a whole new level, and Tahu just had to let go.
The winner is the Red Ninja, Kai.
Next
Congrats,
time
Kai.
on Death Battle.
So. Mewtwo Shadow. Okay, got a remake episode.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
Okay, the next one. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I talk about that one. But this time, we had Kai versus Tahu, which was really well made. I really did enjoy this one. I really like enjoy. I liked enjoy. I really liked. Let's try that again. I really liked the learning about the 2 characters, the Kai and Tahu. It was really interesting to find out all about stuff about them. I probably forgot about Kai's melting part. You know, the fire got so hard to the point where it melted stuff. I guess I forgot about that part. But either so, I don't know about the. Okay, they created a star, but that wasn't really something he did on his own. He had his whole team with him when he did that. So I feel like he only did 1 out of 4, 1/4 of the power there, and even so, that's still a lot of power, I guess. But I feel like Tahu had a bit more advantage in that run, in my mind, but. Yeah, I guess Tahu had some really interesting powers too, though. It was a, you know, it melt and destroy a planet. And then there was the Hell God stuff, which I guess he wasn't really fighting, but I guess, okay, it's a bit confusing. But, yeah, I'm not quite sure if I completely agree with this one, but I can see why they got to that point that they did. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of light on one side here now. There's a sun. Say, polish that. But yeah, this is. I feel like this was a really fun episode, and it was stop motion. So there was a new animation style, basically. Now, so I feel like stop motion would probably be as rare as the live action was. I feel like maybe a little bit more common. Probably, maybe, but or maybe not. I don't know. But in a way, it was really fun to see a stop motion episode. That was really cool. The first time they did that, and they did really, really well. There was a channel they shouted out in between the two character sections there. That was helping them make that. This episode, and apparently there's a lot of the stop motion stuff itself. But yeah, really fun, really great. You did a good job, really good job. Excuse me. So yeah, it was a really well made animation, I will say so, and I really do like stop motion itself too, because well, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to see that. This appears really good stop motion animation movies out there, like Coraline. That is a really good stop motion one. If you don't see it, go watch that. Yeah, so yeah, I really did enjoy what they did there. The voice acting was pretty fun too. I think they did a good job. So yeah, that was that. I don't completely agree with the results, but I do see why they got there. So yeah, I guess that was that. The next time though, we got Shadow versus Mewtwo. Shadow is returning. Oh, the last time, Shadow versus Mewtwo. The last time they did this, that did not go well. I don't know, I don't remember if I liked it back then or not. I feel like I did like the episode back when it released, but looking back at it now, it's not so much. But you won't have to don't be surprised if I do a re-reaction of this episode before the release of the new one, because I might have to do that. But if you want to watch the old one, it's on my channel. There is there should appear a playlist of my entire reaction series, Deathbattle reaction series. In the end of this video, so you can go watch it there if you want to see the old reaction and stuff. And I have re-uploaded to this channel, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So I'm about to do a re-reaction of this old episode before I go and watch the new one. So that can be fun. I might have to do of my own too, just to see how I reacted to the episode, because I haven't really seen it in a real long time. Yeah, I guess I need to see what I myself did in the old one. It's gonna be awkward to watch if I do that. But anyway, Shadow versus Mewtwo. I really hope that you get that one right this time, because the last time that one wasn't done very well, and the fact that I mean, the animation was fun, I think, but. And then probably the analysis part too, but when it comes to how they executed the episode, that one itself, it wasn't the greatest. And I remember the way Shadow dies in that episode. Spoiler alert, by the way. It's not good. They completely taken out of his character, basically. Like him going, "Oh my god, I'm glowing. Why am I glowing?" It's so cringy to listen to. Shadow doesn't do that, and that comes to someone who's a huge Shadow the Hedgehog fan. I love Mewtwo too, but I love Shadow more. And yeah, I really hope they nail that one. Please nail that one. You gotta do that. You can't mess this one up again. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if the results changes at all. Though I feel like it's still gonna use Game Shadow. Even though I would like to see Shadow return properly, but I want to see them use Archie Shadow. I'm not familiar with the Archie comics that much, but I know that version of Shadow has not been shown in the show yet, and I know that the Archie comics can get really crazy. And I know Archie Sonic is really freaking powerful, and Archie version of Tails is doing some weird shit too. So yeah. And then there's, yeah, I am not quite sure what the Archie version of Shadow has done. I feel like I feel like they gotta be rhyming Sonic at least. So I want to see Archie Shadow on the show. It's against Venom, or I guess a remake against Vegeta, maybe? I don't know, something. So yeah, out of the Shadow episodes that I was, out of all the Shadow episodes we have so far, we have 4. We have 3 of them now. We just have the original Shadow vs Mewtwo, the Shadow vs Vegeta. We have Shadow vs Ryukyu, or whatever her name was, and now we're getting this one. So I think it's the 4th time. And out of all episodes out there, and the ones I want to get a remake the most, especially the ones featuring Shadow, there is between Mewtwo vs Shadow and Shadow vs Vegeta. And out of those 2, the Vegeta episode is the one I want to see I always wanted to see the most. I don't know, I feel like a remake of Shadow vs Vegeta could be really fun to see, but I'm really excited to see what they do with this one too. I hope it's gonna be good. Please be good. I really hope it's gonna be good. My expectations on that one is high because I love these 2 characters. I love Pokemon. It's my favorite video game franchise of all time, next to Crash Bandicoot. And out of Nintendo itself, it's Pokemon. Obviously, if you don't count Pokemon because it's Trio by Nintendo and Game Freak and stuff, it's obviously Zelda, but out of all this, I love Pokemon. I love it very much, and I love the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise too, and I love Shadow. I love Mewtwo. They can't mess this up. I really hope they do this well. But yeah, I guess the only next time we have to show how much they do with this. Now, obviously, there's come a few new stuff from them since last time they both were in that battle. I don't think there's a whole lot new from Mewtwo, and I can't think about it, but the Shadow has gotten pretty new stuff, like in Shadow Generations. So there's at least that. I think it's been longer than that, but since the Ryukyu fight, I think it was last time, and yeah, I don't know. Has it been more than that? There's at least Shadow Generations, though. It had a rematch against Mephiles in that game, so that's fun. Greatest villain character of all time. In the Sonic franchise, at least. Anyway, I'm gonna be very excited to see what they do about this episode. Can't wait to see it, and I'm really looking forward to it. My expectations are high, like really high, because I love these 2 characters so much. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this episode by posting down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the next time. The next reaction, next episode, if you're excited about this one. I know Shadow vs Mewtwo has had a lot of popularity when it comes to getting a remake, so it's finally happening, so that's great. Even though I would prefer Shadow vs Vegeta, personally, but you know, I'm looking forward to this one. And yeah, feel free to know if you agree or disagree with the result in any way. And with that said, I think we gotta end it right here. I see you guys next time, where it is Mewtwo vs Shadow, or Shadow vs Mewtwo, whatever order they end up telling it in the final video. I'm very excited to see it next time. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be great. I think that's it. Now I'm just rambling, so let's end this one. Yeah, let's watch the next time when it comes out. And I hope you guys did enjoy this reaction. See you guys next time. This was a fun episode. Can't wait for next time. Ninjago signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.